play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here to spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf big birth, my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dope. Over 120 in the sun for fun. They mash for hours, hooker baths, not showers. Bright and early, down and dirty for the cash and power. They gotta get the cash, the towers, and reach it all to a pimp. In my position, I'm all but exempt. These bras not whips, I'm like the renegade bitches. BFF switches, but never getting paid bitches. Grenade bitches, they dynamite. Blowing up on the pimpin' and missing when the time is right. But when they like it strife, they see pimpin' shining bright. But they action is life without. Bitch, one strike, you out. Oh, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. See, that's the difference, nigga. The pimpin' mashin' for these bitches, nigga. Nothing like you master magician, niggas. Smoking mirrors with your game, hella extras to reflect the opposite appearance of a lame. Bitches coming from y'all, I can't rock the doors. Tender-footed and rooted in them doctor shows. Soft shit rituals, minute residuals. Papers on life support, your loops and critical. Something I learned about with running my own route. You're working with turnouts, it's murdering burnouts. Knocking one of you niggas for a scar bitch. That's knocking one of you niggas for some garbage. I'm heartless regardless. Empty with sympathy, but banked up to the max with empathy. No remedy for me, I'm like this. My life is vice grip, synced in permanent ink. You can't rewrite this. My blood type is P positive, beautifully deposited with a lot of it. I'm popping this shit, and when I pop it so hard. I make that trapping ass bad bitch wanna hold hard. Can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. Come on, pimpin', man, pop that shit. Show these sucker niggas they can't stop that shit. Let these hookers know if they wanna cop that shit. Treat the bag like it's hot, bitch, and drop that shit. And to you hoes, if you ever took a lost bitch, show these bitches how to bounce back like a boss bitch. Let them know that the best way to floss, bitch, is reach the paper to some pimpin' hoe and toss it. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga.
Top of it, top of the top to the game. You dig? Hold on, let me get my setup better so y'all can see a pimp better. Top of it to y'all though. We gonna chop some good game this evening, man. First order of business. Y'all know we put love in our life around this thing, you dig? Got to pour up some love, man. Yeah. Cheers to the game. see y'all tapping in. Don Perignon, top of it. Chocolate Girl 918. Hey. Jerome Smith, I see you. G the Gent, top of it. B Code, what's going on? Patrick O'Shana, I see you. All the way from Sydney, Australia. You dig? Yeah, I see y'all tapping in with the pimp, man. But yeah, I be seeing a lot of cats making that allow chicks to make them look a fool, man. And it be like chicks that's not even like worth anything, ain't got nothing going on, and the only thing that they bring to the table is drama, negativity, bullshit, and cats be making these types of chicks they allow these chicks to make a fool of them, man. And that shit is just disgusting. It just turns a pimp's stomach to see some of the shit that cats be allowing, man. And see me, I'm just a different type of dude, right? Anybody who really, really knows me knows that I am humble, I'm calm, cool, collected, drama free. I don't cause drama, but I don't start trouble. But I am the type of individual that when you push me, I can and will act a fool. I'm just saying. But I have to be pushed. I'm not a troublemaker. And when people push me to that point, I become, I just get on such bullshit that it looks like I started the problem or that I'm the whole problem by myself, right? But I never start shit. Y'all ever seen me get into any social media drama or negativity or any of that type of shit? I never started. And nowadays, I'm not even involved in none of that bullshit. I'm hardly even on. YouTube is the only social media I'm really fucking with right now, and I kind of like it that way, and I might keep it that way. Every once in a while I might get on the other platforms, but the bottom line is, man, I'm not a troublemaker. But if a motherfucker push me, I can and will act a fool, right? So, same thing with females, right? I'm cool. I'm super cool. I'm not that type of dude that goes around and thinks that I'm, the shit, and when females try to talk to me, I shit on them and just diss them for no reason. They come in, full respect and all that type of shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not one of them type of dudes, right? However, if a female come at me incorrectly, I can be better. I can be more correctly incorrect than she can be. You dig? If that makes sense to you, man. If you can follow a pimp's language. If a broad come at me incorrectly, I can more correctly be incorrect than she is, right? I'ma just, it has to be warranted though with me, right? But the bottom line, man, I can't allow no broad to shit on me and try to make me look a fool, try to make me look less than. I just ain't going for it, man. And 9 times out of 10, the chicks that will even come at you like that and treat you like you less than are the ones who ain't got shit going on. They not a blessing to nobody. People don't even like to see their ass coming. Motherfuckers that really know them like, oh shit, here come this bitch. Fuck. Damn. You know what I mean? Type of motherfucker that when she come knocking at the door, motherfuckers is ducking and hiding behind closets and couches and shit. You know what I mean? They don't even want to see her ass coming. And the only time she come around is when she want to ask for something. You know what I mean? Like a bitch like that, ain't no way in the world that my fly ass is gonna allow a chick like that to make me try to make me look a fool or make me feel less than or anything like that. It's not it's not happening. It's not going down. You dig? But a lot of cats be allowing this shit. And there's several reasons why cats be allowing this shit. One reason why cats be allowing this shit, be allowing these bitches to make them look a fool is because, I don't know what it is, but a lot of guys, they just have like this natural intimidation thing when it comes to females, right? Especially somebody that they attracted to. This is why a lot of guys are scared to talk to females, because they don't want to get rejected and they don't want to get dissed or they don't want to, look stupid trying to talk to a female. And this is why they be fumbling over their words and shit and don't know what to say and be nervous and sweating bullets and shaking like Don Knotts when it come to talking to these bras, because it's like I said, they just got this intimidation thing. They feel intimidated by bras that they feel like are attractive or whatever the case may be. But I don't have that problem. I don't give a fuck if a bitch is fine, attractive, whatever. Like, I'm not going. You're not gonna come at me disrespectfully. You're not gonna try to make a spectacle of me. I'm not going. I'm gonna make you feel very dumb. I'm gonna make you feel this. Can y'all even see that? Can y'all see how big that is? Hold on, let me make it a little bit small. Hold on, let me get it more correct. You see how? That's how small I'm gonna make a bitch feel. If she come trying to talk to Freeze any old kind of way, and like, you know, got this air about herself, like she just up here and pimping down here, I'm gonna make you like this. You gonna feel like you gonna. Y'all probably, if you got a magnifying glass and put the magnifying glass up to your screen, you probably could see how small, or better yet, a telescope. Go get you a telescope. You know what I mean? I'll hold it right here. Go to the store. I'm going to hold it until you get back. I'm going to hold this right here. Go to the store, get you a telescope. You know what I mean? They probably got them at Walmart or something. Run to Walmart. I'm going to hold it until you get back. And just so you can see just how small I'm going to make a bitch feel. If she come at Freeze any type of incorrect, bitch going to feel little. You know what I mean? And it's, like I said, it's warranted though. I don't just do that just because. I'm not one of them type of guys that, like, you know, and see, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. You guys that feel intimidated by these chicks, and when you're intimidated by these chicks, they make you feel more intimidated when they got that type of attitude that you're afraid of them having. You know, when you talk to them and they try to diss you, or even if it's a chick that you know, a chick that you might be involved with, and she just like, nigga, you ain't shit. Nigga, I make more money than you. Or you ain't got this. That's why you driving that fucked up car now. Or any of that type of shit. I'm going to tell you. See, the thing is, a lot of times, like, females, it's a defense mechanism. When they try to shit on a guy, it's a defense mechanism. And why do people put up defense mechanisms? Right? To level the playing field. If I'm bigger and stronger than you, right? And I come to fight you, but you're not the fighting type, and you might not be a good fighter or anything, what you gonna do to level the playing field? What you gonna do to equalize the situation? You gonna go get a weapon if you have the opportunity, right? And if you go get that weapon, it might make me shrink. It might make me get little, like, oh shit, this nigga got that burner down. Oh man, why did I fuck with this nigga, man? Shit, my nigga, it's cool, peace and love. My nigga, you know what I mean? Shit, you need me to take out your trash or something, man? You need to wash the dishes or something? Man, I got you, bro. It's all good, man. You know, I just really came over here to see if you needed some help with anything, man. Cut the grass or whatever, man, I got you. And you could be a little ass nigga, you know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, that nigga that's bigger than you, that fight better than you and all that shit, he gonna get real small. He gonna shrink. You know what I mean? So, that's what that is. When a broad like try to shit on you or something like that, or try to make you feel less than, get to talking about you, you know, in any type of way, especially like when it comes to finances and shit like that, bitches do that because they know they're not bigger and stronger than you, and 9 times out of 10, they're not even as confident in themselves as you are. They just they just play a role, right? And so, like I said, that's their defense. But if that defense, like back to the dude with the gun, right, on me. If there's some type of way, like if I apply game, or if I got some way to defend myself, like if I pull out a gun too, right? Like, nigga, what? You know what I mean? What's happening? You know, then it's gonna be back to the, you know, like, oh shit, damn. then he gonna probably get little, you know what I mean? Because he might not want the smoke like that. Nigga, I'm with all the smoke. Nigga, I got the pistol too. Nigga, what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna that's gonna make the playing field uneven again in my favor, you dig? So when these chicks get at you, that's them pulling that pistol out. You know what I mean? Nigga, shut up, you ugly, nigga. That's why you always, nigga, I'm the baddest bitch that you ever had action at. All them, I done seen them other bitches that you was fucking with, they all ugly. Niggas be like, damn, why you always gotta get crazy? Like, I don't want no drama. Like, just come on, calm down. You causing the scene, people looking at us and shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm the one paying for this meal, nigga, because your ass got fired from your job last week. Nigga, what? Come on, why you gotta put my business out there in the street? Because, nigga, you sorry, nigga. You's a sorry ass nigga. Fuck. Man. See, you be feeling some type of way, and bitches be knowing, bitches are like, they're scientists sometimes with how to like find chinks in your armor. Like, yeah, you know, this nigga just got fired from his job, so if he ever go there with me, I'm a hit him there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna punch him in the gut right there. Yeah, this nigga, his car just broke down. You know what I mean? His car in the shop, so he got to catch the bus to work every day. Yeah, let that nigga say something. Let that nigga get out his face. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him right there. But see, if you're like me, whose confidence comes from the inside out and not the outside in, see, that's what it be. A lot of y'all, your confidence comes from the outside in. A lot of y'all, if you didn't have that car that you got, you wouldn't feel as important, or you wouldn't be as confident about yourself. If you didn't have that job, that good job that you got, you know what I mean, with that good income, or that good hustle, or whatever your finances is, if you didn't have that situation, you wouldn't feel so confident about yourself, right? You'd be kind of insecure. That's how a lot of niggas is, right? And bitches kind of like, they kind of like know this. It's like, I don't know what it is. They just know how to target that type of shit, right? But like I said, if you're like me, and your confidence doesn't come from that type of shit, and your confidence just comes from the fact that you are who you are, like, that shit can't phase you. So it's like back to that gun. You know what I mean? The bitch pull out the gun like, nigga, that's why your ass got fired from your job, nigga, and I'm paying for everything. Like, bitch, shut your motherfucking head. You gotta pull your gun out too. Like, hold on, bitch. You ain't the only motherfucker with a gun around here, bitch. Know what I mean? That's why your motherfucking pussy stank, bitch. Then the bitch go, she gonna be looking around like, fuck. That's like shooting her in the chest, you know what I mean? Like, pow. You know what I mean? You just gotta know how to fire back, man. You can't let that shit phase you, you know? But I just get tired of that shit, man. Matter of fact, let me see if I can, hold on. I just wanted to play a clip as an example of that type of shit, man. The way these bitches be talking, they be killing me. Hold on, man. I don't think I could do it right now. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this clip, man. Damn, why it ain't fucking with me? Okay, wait, hold on. I think I know what I can do. Give me a second, man. I'm trying to do this clip. I just want to show y'all an example of how these bitches be talking to niggas, man, and it just be killing me. How niggas be going for this shit. Shit crazy. I can't go for it. Pimpin' cannot go for it. S. Calhoun, good looking with the $5 holla. Straight game, P. Indeed. You already know. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. Hold on. Wait, was that it? Damn, man. Y'all know a pimp is new to this to these things, so you got to excuse my pimping. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Get that right. Oh well, fuck it. I can't find the clip, but it was this little broad, man, on Instagram, and I don't even know her original page because somebody had shared a post of hers where she was talking shit like, yeah, I don't need to know how much money you got or whatever. I just need to know that you get into the money, that you got money, because I don't need to be fucking with no nigga that ain't got a car, or he ain't got his own money, or he need me to Uber, or he need me to pull up, and if we go out, I'm paying for shit and da 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 da. Like, fuck all that. And it's like, it's funny to me because these bitches with that mindset, they talk like that, 9 times out of 10, they be fucking with lame ass niggas just because they might have a few dollars. And see, like I said, me, you can't do that with me because I'm gonna make you feel real small. I'm gonna shit on you. Because this is a thing too, right? Back to like females talking crazy to niggas and niggas feeling intimidated, that intimidation shit, right? Like I said, with them females, that's their defense mechanism, is to target some type of imperfection about you, about the type of man you are, about your situation, or whatever the case may be, right? If you lose sight of the big picture, it's easy for you to feel, it's easy for you to be affected by that type of shit. If a bitch get to talking about your situation or something about your manhood or something like that, it's easy. Like, nigga, that's why your dick is little, nigga. Or that's why you can't even last a minute with me, nigga, in the bed. Woo, woo. Like, any of that type of shit, if you lose sight of the big picture, it's easy for you to be affected by that type of shit, right? And sometimes when you feel a certain type of way about whatever it is that she's targeting about you, that becomes blow-umptuated in your mind to where you lose sight of everything else. You can't see everything else, right? But if you shrink that shit back down to size, whatever bullets that she's shooting at you, when you shrink that shit in your mind to where you still got sight of the big picture, she's a part of that big picture too. And she got imperfections in that big picture too, right? And it be killing me because most of these bras that come at dudes sideways, or like try to treat a motherfucker like you should feel lucky to be getting any type of acknowledgement from her, you got to shoot that shit down. Like I said, when you keep the big picture in mind and you see her inside that big picture and every aspect of her, and like I said, the big picture, everything that's going on in the world, she doesn't measure up to a lot of shit 9 times out of 10. Like, bitch, who have you been a blessing to? You think you're doing this so big, but who have you been a blessing to? Like, whose quality of life have you enhanced? Seriously. 9 times out of 10, these bitches could barely take care of themselves. And they bums. They just attractive bums. They dress nice. They put the helmet on their head with the baby hairs and the edges and shit. And the eyelashes like this. They put all that shit on in the makeup, and they instead of makeup, they need to just make a mask, because that's what that shit really be. It just be a mask to make a lot of these bitches look like a totally different person. They just need to have like a preset makeup mask instead of like real makeup. It's just a mask that a bitch just put on, because that's what a lot of them do, But if you just target that shit, like, bitch, shut up. You bald, you a chicken head under that motherfucking under that helmet that's on your head, bitch. Do you got a chin strap tucked under that motherfucking makeup too, bitch? Like, shut your ass up. You know what I mean? Most of these bitches don't even like themselves. They don't like the way they look, you know, and they won't let nobody see. Like I done been around plenty of bras that they will never let you see them without their makeup on. It's certain bras that I've been, you know, that I've dealt with that they will not let anybody see them without their makeup on. So if you let a bitch like that talk crazy to you, like I said, you losing sight of the big picture. Like, bitch, you don't even like the way you look. And you talking crazy to me? Like, you don't like the way you look. You barely could take care of yourself, bitch. You know what I mean? If you die right now, motherfuckers are gonna have to put together a GoFundMe and some car washes and all that type of shit to pay for your motherfucking funeral. It's gonna be like, as Sinful say, ain't even gonna pack out a storefront church. You know, the motherfucking funeral gonna be in between Ace check cash and warehouse shoe sale at the strip mall, you know what I mean, in the hood, and 10 motherfuckers is barely gonna show up. Like, bitch, shut your ass up. Like, stop acting like you the Queen of England. You're not. Stop it. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to bring a bitch back down to earth. Don't let these bras talk crazy to you, man. Like, that shit be killing me. How motherfuckers just be going for that shit. You know? But, and see, the thing is too, right? This is where a lot of dudes go wrong. When they try to, like, have a sparring match with these bitches, and a bitch come at them a certain type of way and make them feel a certain type of way. A lot of dudes, where you go wrong is you come off as like real emotional, like the bitch hurt your feelings, you know, and you can't be affected by none of that shit. You know, you gotta take that shit and eat it. Like, yeah, that's right, bitch, I ain't got no job, bitch, but you know what I mean, at least I'm up to par with my hygiene, bitch. You know what I mean? How come every time you get out the shower, bitch, you still smell like you ran 5 games of full court basketball at the gym, bitch? Like, you don't even know how to take care of yourself, bitch. Your hygiene ain't even up to par, bitch, and you talking about me. Yeah, I'd rather not have a job, bitch, than not have good hygiene, bitch. You know what I mean? Because if I got good hygiene, I go get a good job, bitch. But you with that motherfucker hygiene, bitch, like Sinful like to say, you know what I mean, bitch, you smell like you want to be by yourself. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm done fucking with you, bitch. You know, you just got to know how to do shit. You can't be emotional with the shit. And a lot of dudes don't know how to take rejection, right? And see, some chicks, they know how to, like, decline you in a respectful way, right? You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of dudes, they get their feelings hurt behind, like, any type of rejection. You know what I mean? Some dudes might even want to get violent with a bitch just for declining them. You know, and that's the wrong type of attitude to have. That's the wrong outlook. That's the wrong approach. You don't want to be emotional. You don't want to be in your feelings about that shit, you know, because it's too many. Like Gucci say, you know what I mean? Girls run like buses. Miss one, next 15, one coming. You know, you can't get in your feelings about one who 9 times out of 10, you know, after she rejects you, you probably ain't gonna never see her in life ever again. You know, take that shit on the chin and keep it moving. Put some of this good old love shit in my body. Let me see, man. What? You mean tell me, man, it's 188 of y'all in here, man, only 86 of y'all done wiped your feet off at the door? First of all, thank you to the 86 of y'all, you know what I mean, who wiped your 172 feet off at the door. But, man, what's up with the rest of y'all, man? Come on, man. Wipe your feet off at the door, man. Hit that thumbs up thing. That thing that look like this. Hit that like button, man. Y'all tripping. Please and thank you. You dig? There you go. I appreciate you. People appreciate you, man. But yeah, man, you know, you can't let these bras just get at you any kind of way, man. You can't let them, you know, try to make a fool of you. You just gotta, like I said, the main thing that's gonna help you in these types of situations, when these bras talk crazy to you or try to make a fool of you or try to make you look less than, the main thing that's gonna help you is for your confidence to come from the inside out. Because when your confidence comes from the inside out, that's because you know who you are and you know why you should feel good about yourself. And when you know who you are and you know why you should feel good about yourself, nobody can change how you see that. Nobody can change how you feel about yourself. Nobody can affect you. You dig? That's why you can go into places where somebody might have more money than you or a better car than you, or you know, they might have some jewelry on and your jewelry ain't really up to par with theirs or whatever the case may be. You know, when your confidence comes from the inside out, you don't care about any of that type of shit. You know who you are, you know what you bring to the table, you understand your value, and you know that your value makes you more important than a chain or a car or some money or whatever the case may be, right? And especially when you understand that a lot of motherfuckers just be flexing, man. A lot of motherfuckers ain't got it going on how they make it seem. You know, we in the flex generation. You know, a lot of motherfuckers be flexing and capping, man. You know, but whatever the case may be, even if they ain't flexing, you know that you're not less than because of somebody's financial situation, right? Because you know who you are as a man. You know, a lot of motherfuckers might have more money than you, but don't even know how to wipe their ass good, got skid marks in their drawers right now. You know what I mean? They got some Versace drawers on, but the motherfuckers got skid marks in them. You dig? Man, shit. You just gotta have that confidence in yourself. Waterson 10, good looking with the $5 holla. How do you find out why you should feel good about yourself? You just gotta sit back and take time, man, and you know, just analyze yourself, right? And then somebody, you know, if don't nobody love you, your mama love you or your grandma or whoever, you know, whatever family member raised you, if they still in your life, if they still here, you know, or even if they not still here, just remember the things that they used to tell you that they liked about you and loved about you, right? You know, that can help you, that can help start you off, right? As far as understanding why you should feel good about yourself. But, you know, if you're a responsible man and you handle your business, that's one reason to feel good about yourself there, because I don't give a fuck what nobody say, right? And that's a whole another conversation, but we gonna take it there a little bit. But, you know, like for instance, a lot of these chicks be talking all this shit about how, you know, they want a nigga with money and this, that, and the third, and you gotta have this to talk to me, and you gotta have that going on. A lot of these bitches they got kids scattered across the land like the 12 tribes of Israel, and they don't even take care of their kids. They don't even have a relationship with their kids. Their kids is calling somebody else mama, and they mama, and they calling their mama Tanya or Lisa or whatever her name is. You know what I mean? They calling their mama by the first name, and they calling their grandmama mama. You know? So I don't give a fuck what kind of car bitch driving, what condo she living in. Like, bitch, if you got kids out there and you don't have a relationship with them kids, you don't take care of them kids barely know your motherfucking ass. I don't want to hear shit, right? On the flip side of that coin, that go for dads too, right? But on the flip side of that coin, you got motherfuckers that's barely making it, that's struggling to stay above water, but they take care of their responsibilities. If they got kids, they take care of their kids. They make sure that their kids got everything that they need, even if it means that they themselves don't have everything that they would like to have. You know, they making sacrifices. That's just like I remember my pops, right? Just give you a prime example. When I was I was in high school. I was in the 10th grade, right? Or I was in the 9th grade, about to start the 10th grade, right? Summertime. So let's see. I was I had to been 15 at that time. That means my pops was probably like 42. You know, so Pops in his early 40s, and Pops, you know, at that time he looked younger than what he was. He probably looked like he was in his late 20s or something. But he's single, you know, bachelor pad with his partner. Him and his homeboy had the bachelor pad. My Pops, you know, he had the convertible IROC with the IROC rims on there, the white IROC with the black convertible top. You know what I mean? Y'all youngsters, y'all probably don't know nothing about that shit, man. You know, if you be paying attention to people like Larry June and Currency, you know, and Polyester the Saint, you know, them type of dudes, they in the old school cars. So because of them, some of y'all might have a little savvy about them old school cars, right? But, you know, my pops was living like that. You know, so like I said, bachelor pad, he had a good job and he was hustling, so his money was cool. You know, he a nice looking dude, so I'm sure he was having, you know, all the pussy that he wanted, and he was living life. But I was staying with my moms at the time, and me and my moms wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, I was, you know, 14, 15 years old. Now 15 years old, you know, I'm starting to feel like I'm grown and all that old type of shit, so I'm being rebellious and I'm not respecting her the way that I should and all that type of shit, right? So, mom's like, nigga, you got to get out my house. You ain't gonna respect me, and I'm working busting my ass to take care of your trifling ass. You got to get out my house. And I'm like, I don't want to be here anyway. Boy, what you say? I ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? But, you know, needless to say, moms gave Pops an ultimatum, you know what I mean? And she like, yeah, he got to get out my house. He ain't doing what he's supposed to do. He ain't respecting me. You got to come get him. So my Pops, he gave up he changed his whole lifestyle around just for me to come live with him, right? He had to give up the bachelor pad and move in with his baby mama, you know what I mean, my little sister's moms, you know, who it was tight over there because they had a 2-bedroom apartment and it was already 4 people living in there. So me and my Pops coming over there made 6 in a 2-bedroom apartment. He had to sell his car, you know, because what he ended up doing, he came and got me. We moved into the apartment with his baby mama, right? My little sister moms. So, in order for me and him to have our own spot, he sold his car and went, like, mind you, he got the convertible IROC, young fly nigga, man, with the convertible IROC, with the IROC chrome rims on that motherfucker, man. He sold that shit and went and bought a station wagon. You know what I mean? The Country Squire. If any of y'all ever seen National Lampoon's Vacation, you know what I mean? A lot of y'all, again, youngsters, y'all don't remember that movie. But it's an old school movie called National Lampoon's Vacation. With the Griswold family. You know what I mean? With Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. You know what I mean? They had the family in that movie. If you go see that movie, you're gonna see the family. They was in the station wagon. You know what I mean? The Country Squire station wagon. Pop sold his IROC and downsized his situation. You know what I mean? Went and got a cheaper car so he could have some money to move into an apartment and still have a car. You dig? So when he sold that IROC, it gave him the money to, like I said, go get a cheaper car, still be mobile, and then move us into an apartment, right? And when we moved into that apartment, all we had, he went to either Target or Walmart or something and bought like a little square ass dining room table, little square glass dining room table with 4 chairs, you know what I mean? For like, he probably didn't even spend $100 on that. and some air mattresses. You did. So that's all we had. We didn't have no dishes. We didn't have no TV. We didn't have shit. All we had was that motherfucking dining room table and 2 air mattresses because he got us a 2-bedroom. So I had my own room. He had his own room, and you know, hey, see again, y'all youngsters, y'all ain't gonna remember these times. But anybody who was a kid in the '90s, you remember McDonald's had the motherfucking they had the 29-cent hamburger Tuesdays, and they had the 39-cent cheeseburger Wednesdays, where the whole day, the whole Tuesday, the hamburgers was 29 cents, and then the whole Wednesday, the cheeseburgers was 39 cents, right? So that's how, man. Hey, me and Pops go to McDonald's on Tuesday. We get like 50 burgers for like $15. You know what I mean? We loading up on the burgers. We get like 50 burgers for like $15, and we gonna be straight for a couple of days. You know what I mean? But I say all of this to say, prior to that situation, Pops was living life looking good. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing. He was young, single. You know what I mean? He still took care of all of us. You know what I mean? But none of us was living with him at that time. You know? But he always was in our lives, always responsible, always made sure we had everything we needed. But during that time, he was single. You know, just him and his partner with the bachelor pad. He's shining, doing his thing. You know what I mean? Having it his way. He sacrificed all of that just so I could be straight with him, right? And just looking at it in retrospect, I'm so grateful that he did that, because like it was just, you know, that was my coming of age years. So it was real crucial to have him in my life at that time, you know, because that's during them years when niggas start gang banging and niggas start selling dope and niggas start, you know, robbing people and, you know, doing all type of stupid shit, you know, that a lot of my homeboys ended up doing. You dig? Me having him in my life and being like right there living with him, it changed everything. But I say all of that to say, you know, he sacrificed. So even though he got to a point where now I'm living with him, you know, his situation don't probably look as good to the ladies or his friends or whoever, you know what I mean? He didn't give a fuck about none of that, because he take care of his responsibilities, which at the time was me, right? So I say all of that to say, in that situation, you know, Pop still felt good, you know what I mean? And just being real, you know what I mean? Like, shit, he still was doing his thing. He still had ladies coming through and all of that, you know what I mean? And, you know, I might find something to do while he got company over, you know what I mean? I go hang out with my homeboys and some shit like that. Go to the movies, you know, go. In Long Beach, we had Pine Square, you know what I mean? We used to go to Pine Square to the movie theater and the arcade and all that type of shit, you know what I mean? I go to Pine Square with the homies, you did? While Pops got company at the house, you know? Shit, the bus back then for a student, you know, I was a student at the time in high school, the bus was 50 cents. You know what I mean? So, shit, I'm going all over the city with that 50 cents, you know? So, but back to your question, Waterson 10, if you that type of individual that handles your business, you ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. You know what I mean? You might not necessarily be having it your way. You might not necessarily be living the way that you want to live. But if you the type of individual that handles your responsibilities and you don't allow your responsibilities to be a burden to others, then that alone is a reason to feel good about yourself. Like I said, right now, it's all about the flex. It's all about the clout. So people be so bent on clout, especially these broads, right? Like I said, a lot of these bitches, they look good on Instagram, but if you really knew behind the scenes what was going on, you be like, bitch, you ain't shit. Like, you really are not shit. Actually, you's a piece of shit. Like, damn, bitch, you got them kids over there, and them kids, and then that's what killed me too, right? It'd be so funny to see some of these bras to take pictures with their kids, and it'd be like bitches be so concerned about being cute in the pictures with their kids. They're like say this is their kid, they're like hug them like this, like, and they be over here with their back arched, poking their booty out while they trying to hug the kid at the same time. They barely hugging the kid because they so concerned about being cute in the picture. Like, that shit is crazy. A bitch like that could never try to make me feel less than, try to make me look a fool. Like, bitch, are you serious? Ain't no way in the world. So, like I said, man, and a lot of these kids don't even like their mama. A lot of these kids don't even, they ain't even got no relationship with that. I don't know that woman. I don't know that chick, you know what I mean? So, like I said, these chicks be so bent on clout. And for a chick like that to tell you that you can't talk to her because you don't have this and you don't have that and you can't do this and you can't do that. It's like, bitch, are you serious? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these bras, man, they situations don't be great like they be making it seem on social media, man. And even if it was, you still can't let no chick talk crazy to you, man. You got to know who you are. Like I said, you ain't got to be the flossiest motherfucker. You ain't got to have all the material shit and all the money and all of that. As long as you are a responsible man or woman or whatever the case may be, I'm talking really to the fellas right now. As long as you're a responsible man and you ain't got to ask nobody for shit, and if you got kids, you're active in those kids' lives and you take care of them kids, and, just whatever responsibilities fall on your shoulders, you handling that shit like a man, fuck what anybody think. Like I said, that alone is a reason to feel good about yourself. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, just for the sake of the clout, just for the sake of the flex, the attention, and looking good on social media, they be forsaking all kind of responsibilities. Got kids that they ain't got no relationship with, they don't even take care of, ain't even concerned about. Shit crazy. You should never feel inferior to somebody like that. An irresponsible motherfucker. Somebody that's irresponsible just for the sake of looking good to a bunch of motherfuckers that don't care. These bitches that be on Instagram trying to impress they 100,000 or whoever many followers, if that bitch, God forbid, but if she die right now, guess how many of them motherfuckers is going to contribute to the GoFundMe? Guess how many of them motherfuckers is going to show up to the service? Probably zero. Don't nobody love them motherfuckers like that. So, to feel inferior to somebody like that is crazy. To let somebody like that talk to you like you less than and try to make you look a fool is crazy. And like I said, a lot of y'all dudes be allowing this shit because you don't even think about this type of shit. Right? And see, that's when the true colors be shown, when these bitches go through crisis situations. They try to make it look like they got it all in control and they got it all good. Bitch might have had a good night at the strip club and you got the money phone up to the ear and all that old stupid shit, right? Let a crisis situation happen, God forbid. See, I learned this lesson some years ago, right? Years ago. It was a bitch on Facebook that everybody was like googly-eyed over, right? Everybody used to drool over this bitch. Everybody used to bow down to this bitch. Everybody just thought this bitch was just sold as shit. And, she had a few little material things, and she probably had a cool little condo, cool little vehicle and shit like that. And she used to post pictures with money and Louis bags and red bottoms and all this old type of shit, right? So everybody thought this bitch was just a shit. So you know, unfortunately, her best friend got killed by a trick, right? It was a fucked up situation too. Like the trick left that bitch in the gutter on the side of the road. You know, it was fucked up. But the bitch who everybody was like, you know, jocking or whatever, who everybody thought was the shit, she like, oh, my best friend got killed, woo, woo, woo. So she created a GoFundMe for the best friend, right? The goal on the GoFundMe was $10,000. This bitch put $1,500 on there, and then, you know, other people contributed and shit like that. But my thing is, if you really this money getting bitch like you portray yourself to be, right? And this is truly your best friend who you claim to love dearly, why in the fuck are you putting together a GoFundMe? Basically, why are you passing the hat around begging motherfuckers to take care of your best friend? You know, a motherfucker like that can't say nothing to me. You can't say nothing to me. Cause see, hoes got it so good. Like what a real hoe would do in that situation, man, fuck asking anybody for anything. I'm finna go get down and I'm gonna stay down. I don't give a fuck if I gotta stay down 7 days straight. I'm gonna make sure that my friend get the proper treatment that she need, you know what I mean, to for her home going or her funeral service or what have you. I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna stay down until I get that 10,000. That's how a real hoe is gonna think, right? But a bitch who's just flexing, trying to make it seem like she getting it like that, but she really ain't, the true colors is gonna be shown. She gonna create a GoFundMe. She gonna go around begging motherfuckers to help her take care of her friend, right? So, and this is like I said, this is somebody who like everybody was like into. But when the shit hit the fan, it wasn't all together like how she tried to make it seem. You dig? And that's how the majority of these bitches is. The majority of these broads ain't got nothing going on. They're not a blessing to anybody. And that's what really lets you know. Like I said, bitches be having kids that they don't take care of. You know, they got family and loved ones that if they end up in a jam, if they moms need some help with the mortgage or the rent or the car note or anything like that, they can't even help them. They can't even be a blessing to them. And I don't give a fuck who it is. You're not doing it that big if you can't be a blessing to your peoples and still be straight afterwards. You know, if it's gonna hurt you financially, if you're gonna have to make a sacrifice and you won't be able to live a certain way in order to help the next person, you're not doing it that big. You ain't got it going on like that. You know, if you got a condo or a house in a nice neighborhood and you driving a nice car, but your mama stay in the projects, you know what I mean? And niggas is breaking into her house and all that old type of shit and she in danger every day, you're not doing it that big. You're not. If it's to the point where you cannot be a blessing to your loved ones and still be straight afterwards, you're not doing it that big. And like I said, as a guy, when you keep this type of shit in mind and you understand that applies to 99% of the bras on social media, ain't no way in the world one of them bitches is gonna be able to like make you feel small or less than. Like I said, did y'all come back with that telescope? A bitch gonna feel that small coming at Freeze, getting out her face. Talking crazy to me like she ain't got no motherfucking sense. Bitch gonna be tiny. Them gonna make her look tiny. You know? Ain't no way in the world. You know? Put some of this good old love shit in my body. Excuse my pimpin'. Let me see, man. Let me see. There's 262 of y'all in here, but only 191 of y'all wiped your feet off at the door, man. Do a pimp a favor. Go ahead and hit that icon that look like that under the video, man. Hit that thumbs up. Wipe your feet off at the door when you come to a pimp's domain. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all ain't hitting that like button, man. I feel like Jay-Z. Nigga, where's the love? Okay. Roddy U, good looking with the $10 holla for the next 2 bottles of Fiji on Roddy P. Good looking, Roddy P. I appreciate you, man, with the $10 holla on Cash App. And also, Uncle Elroy 28. POP, hold it down. Good looking with the $5 holla for the GAME, man. I appreciate you on Cash App. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Excuse my pimping. Hold on. Okay, and also, hold on. Hold it. There's a few people I didn't shout out the last time when I was live the other day. That's Sky. I don't know if that's Sky Bath or Sky. But Sky with the $10 holla from the last time I was live. I appreciate you, good looking. PD Cash 1 with the $5 holla, as always, good looking. And 415 News, breaking news, good looking with the $10 holla from the last time. You dig? Vic Shepherd, good looking with the $5 holla. Salute. Salute right back at you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, but like I say, man, one thing that's gonna help y'all cats, you know, you dudes who be allowing chicks to just talk crazy to you and try to make you feel little, try to make you feel less than. One thing that's gonna help you is to keep everything in perspective, man. Keep things in perspective. Understand that these bras is not how they portray themselves to be, 9 times out of 10. And if they were who they portrayed themselves to be, their attitude would be totally different. So that's a clear indicator right there. If a bitch ain't got no reason to disrespect you, if you haven't given her any reason to come at you foul, yet and still she does, and it's coming from a place of a feeling that you should be lucky to even get any type of acknowledgement from her. If she really was the type of bitch that she tried to portray herself to be, her attitude would be totally different. So that's, like I said, that's a clear indicator right there that she really ain't got it going on like that. And what she doing is she trying to steal strength from your ass. She really feel weak about herself, so that's her way of trying to steal some of your strength and make you feel weaker and make herself feel stronger, right? She trying to compensate for where she lack by stealing your energy. But don't let her steal your shit, man. Put that motherfucking that Fort Knox guard up around yourself, man, with this game, and smack her ass up, bitch. Ike Turner that bitch with the game, man, with your hands in your pocket. Ike Turner her motherfucking ass, man, with this game. Beat her ass with this game, man, because it's not the way she making it seem. Let me peep some of y'all comments. If you got any questions and a pimp overlooked your questions, man, go ahead and ask the question again. Slim, sexy, and thick. Freeze, you look real delicious tonight. Good looking, slim, sexy, and thick with the $2 holla. I appreciate you. She said the pimp looking real delicious tonight. Dig that. I appreciate you. Weston Davis says, Freeze, big shout out from the South, Fort Myers, Florida to be exact. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Good looking. Like I said, if y'all got any questions, man, go ahead and shoot them. Ask a pimp. Hi, Don Perignon. See, you remember them old school days. He said Paris from EPMD drove a IROC. Hell yeah. And see, another motherfucker that had a cold IROC was KK from Second to None. If y'all remember Second to None, I think it was KK who was driving, but that song Didn't Mean to Turn You On from the Above the Rim soundtrack. In the video, Second to None, they had the black IROC with the convertible top, with the convertible black top, you know what I mean, with the chrome IROC rims on there, man. Like, man, that car was the shit, man, back in the days. I remember my pops used to pull up to the school to come pick me up from school in the IROC, and my homeboys would be like, damn, that's your dad's car? And I'd be like, yup. Man, your dad car fresh, homie. That's the word we used to use back in the day, fresh. Man, your pop's car fresh, homie. You know what I mean? I used to be proud of the motherfucker when my pops pull up in that IROC, man. You did? And it was all good when he had to pull up in the station wagon too. That's one reason why I know how to drive so motherfucking good. You did? Because I learned how to drive in the big ass station wagon, man. If you could drive that big ass 80 something, I want to say it was an 88 or 89 Country Squire, you dig? If you could drive that big ass motherfucker and parallel park that, I learned how to parallel park and everything in that motherfucker. If you know how to parallel park that big ass station wagon, you could drive any motherfucking thing. That's why my driving skills are so on point, you dig? You don't know nobody to drive better than Freeze, especially parallel parking. See, a lot of y'all be cheating nowadays because you got all the fucking cameras and shit. Pimp don't need no motherfucking cameras. You can put me in any vehicle. I guarantee you can't nobody fuck with me with the parallel parking, except maybe my pops, because that's my sensei. You know, that's the motherfucker that taught me. But other than him, can't nobody fuck with me on the parallel parking, man. I'm cold. I'm a beast with it. And I'm not gonna scrape no tires, no rim. I'm not scraping nothing. I'm not touching the curb. I'm not gonna bump the car behind me or in front of me. None of that. I'm cold with it. I'm telling you. And I don't need no camera. Okay. The T-top IROC is fresh as fuck. Yeah, see, my brother, like I said, my pops had the 90. Did I say 90? Yeah, it was a 90. No, it wasn't 93. Pops had a 91. I think 93 was the last year, 92 or 93. My pops had a 91 IROC. And when we was in high school, my brother, later on, after when Pops had the station wagon, you know what I mean? My pops went and got another station wagon for my brother, right? And then when my brother went and got a job, I love my bro, man, but that nigga, he tall as a motherfucker. He's 6'7", right? My brother's 6'7", and his first job was El Pollo Loco. My first job was Target. I think I was working at Target before but anyway, well, my only job was Target. That's the only job I ever had. But when we was in high school, my brother worked at El Pollo Loco. And this nigga 6'7", you know, they ain't got no motherfucking uniform for a motherfucker that tall. So that nigga uniform was young as a motherfucker on there, man. But you know, when my brother went and got the job at El Pollo Loco, he sold the station wagon because my pops went and got a. They had identical station wagons. You know what I mean? My pops went and got another same exact. I don't know if pops had a special on these station wagons or what, but he went and got another one exactly like the one he had for my brother. And when my brother went and got a job, he sold his station wagon and went and got the IROC with the T-tops on the 88. He had an 88 IROC. His was a stick shift. My pops had the automatic, but my brother had the 88 IROC, the maroon 88 IROC with the T-tops on it, stick shift. That motherfucker was fast as hell. But yeah, that's the good old days, man. Yeah. Yeah, them IROC rims was the shit, man. They still look dope, man. I remember my cousin in Gardena. He had I forget what year it was, but he had an El Camino. Them El Caminos look mean. Them El Caminos with the 22-inch IROCs, the motherfuckers is hard. Them glass houses. I remember, man, I used to see in LA back in the days, it used to be this cocaine white 76 glass house, man, with some 22-inch IROCs on that motherfucker. Man, that motherfucker was hard. Walt Joe 100, good looking with the $10 holla. You dig? Much appreciated. If you're thorough with integrity and work ethic, then how the disrespect? Shouldn't they cooperate naturally? Like they say, give me something to submit to. They should, but you know, like I said, a lot of chicks be bent on the clout. They be bent on flexing and the attention and all that type of shit, right? They get a sense of validation from that type of shit, but you know, it's hollow. It's not real. But you know, if they were more concerned with what's going on in reality, you know, and having a quality man in their life, like you say, integrity, work ethic, you know, 9 times out of 10, a lot of chicks is gonna overlook that. But that's a good thing though, because if they overlooking that, then they instantly letting you know that that's not even the type of chick that you want to be involved with. So that's a good thing, right? That's why, like me, I don't feel no type of way about how people see me, because you got to think, like, I'm an anomaly in the game. You know, it ain't nobody else like Freeze. You know, you got other people that work out, and you got other people that don't smoke or drink, but I'm just a different type of individual, right? Most people in the game smoke, drink, do drugs or something like that. I don't do any of that. You know, if they don't do that, you know, they got the dreads with the tattoos and the gold teeth or any of that type of, I don't have any of that type of shit, right? You know, and these are the types of things that most chicks are drawn to. And they look at me and they think I'm gonna be a boring motherfucker. Or, you know, that if they fuck with me, they gonna have to conform to my get down. You know, and I don't try to force anybody to be any type of way. I don't try to force any chick to be like me. Like, bitch, when you come over here, it's boot camp. You know, when you wake up in the morning before you brush your teeth, ho, you got to do 50 push-ups and not the girl push-ups, bitch. Get your ass down. Drop and give a pimp 50 right now, ho. Before you touch that fucking toothbrush, bitch. Get your ass up out the bed right now. You know what I mean? I don't get down like that. But because of the way I present myself, a lot of chicks are intimidated by that, or they might come at me the wrong way and think I'm a lame or something like that, which they're going to be sorely mistaken. I'm talking about those who don't know me, just by the way I present myself. So, but whoever's turned off by the way that I present myself, like I said, I know instantly that that's not the type of chick for me. So I don't feel no type of way about that. And I understand that I'm not going to attract the majority. And I don't want to attract the majority. I don't want to attract everybody. I just want the right ones. So back to your question with the integrity and work ethic, most chicks are not going to appreciate that. But you don't want most chicks. You just want the right chick or chicks, you know? You want the right ones. And the right ones is going to appreciate that. And you're going to be able to tell instantly whether they the right ones or not, because for them to appreciate things like integrity and work ethic, you know, it lets you know off top that they're different types of women, and they're going to be able to reciprocate that 9 times out of 10. So, Slim and Sexy, good looking with the $2 holler again. I need a man like you. Slim and Sexy in here campaigning for a pimp, ain't you? Right, Big Shepherd, Sergeant Slaughter the P. You know what I mean? That's hoes think that's who I am. Hoes be thinking that I'm Sergeant Slaughter the P when they see me, man. You know, that's who they really think I am. $777 Samson. EI777 said, I learned in the boat too, 81 Fleetwood Brown. Hell yeah, that's the year I was born, 81. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know about them 81 Fleetwood Browns. Motherfuckers long as hell, you know? The motherfuckers is clean too, especially when they got that doghouse grill on there. But yeah, if you know how to drive that 81 Fleetwood Brown, you could drive any damn thing. The motherfuckers is long as hell. And not everybody can drive them motherfuckers. Oh, shit. Forever Young says, great content, man. I just subbed to your channel 3 days ago. I appreciate you, Forever Young. Good looking. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the Freezes It family, where we stay fly and we always put love in our body, man. See, for those of y'all that's new here, you probably call this shit water, or you probably call this shit H2O or something like that. You know what I mean? But around here, nigga, this shit right here, nigga, this shit right here, nigga, we call this shit love. Oh, nah, man, you tripping. Slim and Sexy, man, you welcome in here, man, but, you know, you getting disrespectful with the pimping right now, man. You're welcome to stay up in here, man, and enjoy the show and everything like that, and comment, give feedback and all that, but you tripping. You tripping right now. You're a step away from getting blocked, man. I got snipers on the roof. Snipers, don't shoot him down just yet. You know what I mean? You got, there you go, okay, now you got some respect. Or no, somebody else, the snipers probably, okay, the snipers got your ass, you know what I mean? My snipers move quick, you know? You can't come in here with the disrespect, you know what I mean? I can't call everybody off right away, you know what I mean? Because they move quick. But you can't come in here disrespecting the pimping, man, especially when the pimping ain't disrespected you. You did. Man, 2020 something else, ain't it? 2020 a motherfucker, man. I'm talking about, my goodness, shit. Motherfucker 2020, man. Damn. Hey, now audience, you know what I mean? Like my family, don't get disrespectful. You know what I mean? Don't come like that. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it respectful in here. You know, we not disrespecting nobody. We keeping it clean up in this thing. You dig? Yeah, keep it respectful, man. We gonna conduct ourselves with class up in here, man. We not gonna disrespect nobody. You dig? Y'all don't see Freeze disrespecting nobody. So, we're not going to do that. Brittany Ward says, I appreciate how respectful Freeze is to all. Yeah, see, inadvertently, I'm demonstrating what I'm talking about. And thank you, Brittany, by the way. I appreciate you. But, see, this is a prime example of when your confidence comes from the inside out. Now, if I was an insecure motherfucker, or, if I was weak in some type of way, I would have got disrespectful with that individual when they said what they said. But that doesn't do anything for me. If I was a weak motherfucker, if I felt intimidated or insecure or something like that, that probably would do something for me to get disrespectful with them. Now, because I'm a man and because I know who I am and I'm secure in who I am, I'm not fazed by that type of shit. And I don't have to like act a fool and get beside myself and act out of character and all of that. It ain't worth all that. Like Andre Taylor likes to say, which he got from his father, the incomparable Mel Taylor, in order to keep from being small, you got to be big. And see, that would be real small of me to just get disrespectful every time somebody say something that I don't agree with, or every time somebody say something that I don't like, I'm just getting disrespectful. No, that's childish. And it's not manly, it's petty, and I don't know how to be petty, and I only know how to be manly, and I'm gonna conduct myself as such. You dig? Support for the Prince, you a fool, man. The Date Gatsby, good looking with the $5 holler, you dig? I'm new to the ism, but I had multiple females say I'd be a good P. But what do you do once she chooses you? Give her my Instagram or give her my phone number. That's what you do if she chooses you, man. If she chooses you, you leave it to the professionals, man. You get at somebody like Freeze, man. That's what you do if she chooses you. You say, you know what? I appreciate the fact that you want to choose me and everything like that, but I know somebody who's much better fit for the job than myself, so I'm going to put you in contact with him, and y'all going to live happily ever after. You dig? He's going to lace you up and game you up, and he's going to arm you with this game. You're going to be armed and gamers, and you're going to be all good, you dig? So the Date Gatsby, you know what I mean? You keep dating girls, you know what I mean? That's a good fitting name for you, the Date Gatsby, you know what I mean? Friday night, you go out on dates with girls. Saturday night, take a girl out on a date, you know what I mean? But if a girl don't want to go out on a date and she want to put it on somebody's collection plate, you know what I mean? You pass her on over to Freeze, you dig? You dish her my way, you know what I mean? You do the John Elway and pass her on over, you dig? That's how you handle that situation, man. See, Date Gatsby, you got a sense of humor and everything, man. You all right. I fucks with you, man. You welcome here anytime, man. See, I knew you'd understand, man. I knew you'd understand this ism, man. But nah, yeah, man. If it's in you, it's in you. If it's meant to be, you'll know. And even if you don't know what to do right now, you'll figure out what to do because it's in you, right? First time I got chose, I was green as goose shit, but I figured it out because it was in me. It's like Neo in the Matrix, once he realized he was the one, he started doing cold ass shit. That's how it is with this pimping. When we realize we the one, we just start doing cold ass shit. that we never knew we was capable of. You dig? But some people not the one, and they think they the one, and they can't do all the cold ass shit that the pimpin' do. But it's all right though. But if you are the one, you're gonna learn quick that you are the one. Red carpet say, give her to me. Right. That's funny. H2C Import says, why you think women be trying to build a P these days? Because they don't understand the game, and they don't understand their role, and they don't understand the role of a P. That's why they do. And then that's why a lot of them do. A lot of them don't understand the role of a hoe, and a lot of them don't understand the role of a P. So they try to build a P, right? So you have those kinds, and then you have the kinds of females that do understand the role of a hoe and do understand the role of a P, yet and still they're transgressors against the game. You know, they go against the grain with this shit and still try to, you know, do things their way. Either way it goes, it's not gonna work out. They're not gonna be successful with it, you dig? But if they understood the role of a hoe and understood the role of a P and respected those roles, then they would understand that that's the best way to go about shit. It don't make sense to try to build a P. You know, because see what it is, right? You got some chicks that see it like this. They know a P is the best thing for them, but they really don't belong in the game because they don't want to surrender themselves to some pimping. And if you don't want to surrender yourself to the pimping, then you really don't belong in the game. But yet and still, they like the benefits of the game. Some chicks know that they're not cut out for the game. They know that they don't belong in the game, but they like the benefits of the game. That's why they're in the game. And they like to pick and choose. Like I say, like, you know, in the game, we say all the time, you know, if you're going to fuck with some of it, you got to fuck with all of it, right? And you got cats that's supposed to be the pimping that do shit like that too. They try to fuck with certain things, but they don't want to fuck with everything. You know, they want to knock motherfuckers, but they don't want to get knocked, right? And you got females in the game like that too. They want companionship, but they don't want to surrender themselves to the pimping. So they'll try to like build in their mind what's the ideal pimp, but a pimp can't be built, especially not by no bitch. So that's where they go wrong. But you know, because they try to build a pimp because they know a boyfriend is never gonna be able to understand them and relate to them and connect with them like the pimping will, right? So they'll try to create a pimp out of a boyfriend, but that shit ain't gonna never work. So it's like trying to build a house with nothing but toilet paper. That shit ain't gonna go nowhere. Roddy with 3 more of it says, big Chevy station wagon, laugh out loud. My pops let me whip the big Chevy blue van when I was like 10. I can whip anything now, but I don't have my CDLs, LOL. Yeah, I ain't got my CDLs neither, and I ain't never tried to drive no 18-wheeler, but I think I can fuck with it though. It's crazy because I got a whole bunch of damn truckers in my family, a whole bunch of them. Whole bunch of uncles and cousins and shit like that drive semis. Detroit Mac with the $5 holler, good looking. What up though, Freeze? I know you, that's how I know you from Detroit. That ain't just your name. That's how you show ID. Like if somebody asks you, you from Detroit, let me see your ID. What up though? That's how you know a motherfucker is from Detroit if they say what up though. Any cologne recommendations? Right now I like that Versace Eros Flame. That Versace Eros Flame is dope. You know, Versace Man is good too. Versace Man is more like a clean, I guess you could say like citrusy, clean type of smell. You know, yeah, but Versace Man is dope too. And then the classics, like one of my favorite, like classic cologne for me is a Calvin McDougal say that juke. Yeah, man, yeah, youngster, you know what I mean? You gotta go ahead and get that juke, you know what I mean? Man, when I got out the motherfucking pen in 89 and my curl was just hanging, you know what I mean? And I was on swole, you know what I mean? I'll go hit that motherfucking boulevard, man. I'll be baby oiled up, you know what I mean? With my shirt off, man, with that good juke sprayed down, man, you know what I mean? Man, ladies could, you know, I was having to fight them ladies off with a stick, man. You know, they was trying to get a player, man. You know, that juke was doing it though, man. That juke gonna draw them in, you know what I mean? That juke is that hoe magnet, man. That juke though, that's that old school shit. But nah, like I say, some of my classic colognes that to me are like timeless. Of course, that 1 Million cologne by Paco Rabanne. That's dope. A lot of people like that Invictus. I think that's how you say it. Invictus by Paco Rabanne. It's cool, but it ain't fucking with the 1 Million to me. But that's a popular one. You might like that because a lot of people like that. Gucci Made to Measure. That's another good ass cologne that I like to fuck with. Another one, Dolce & Gabbana 1. Dolce & Gabbana 1, that's a good one. Hugo Element. Hugo Element is kind of hard to find nowadays. It's an older cologne, but it smells bomb. Like Hugo Element is real good, but it's kind of hard to find nowadays. I haven't seen it in a long time, but if you could find that one, it's a good one. I'm kind of having like a brain fart as far as more colognes, but follow Kevin Samuels. If you go to Kevin Samuels, you know what I mean, he got all the good cologne recommendations over there. You did. Oh, okay, I see y'all coming with the cologne recommendations as well. Oh, Casanova DeVille say Dolce & Gabbana. Yeah, the original Dolce & Gabbana, that's my shit. That was like one of the first colognes that I was like really, well, as a grown man, I'll say. When I was like in high school, that Polo Sport was the shit. My brother was really into the Polo Sport. Damn, what's that cologne that I used to wear back in the day, man? I'm trying to remember. I want to say Aqua de Joe. Yeah, I think I had Aqua de Joe for a minute. Aqua de Joe is good too. Cool Water, that's some old school classic cologne. A lot of people still like. Okay, T Street just put out all the colognes that I said. Good looking, T Street. Yeah. Bond number 9, yeah, that's a good one too. Oh, Obsession. That's what I was trying. I said Aqua de Joe. I was fucking with the Aqua de Joe for a minute too, but before Aqua de Joe, Obsession. That's the one I was trying to remember from high school, back in like the late '90s. I was fucking with that Obsession. That Obsession for Men is bomb. Yeah, that's another classic one. Obsession for Men. Brandara is good looking. BK Blaze in 2003 say OG Kush. That's that good OG Kush cologne, huh? A lot of people saying Dolce & Gabbana. Yeah, the original Dolce & Gabbana and Dolce & Gabbana 1. I fuck with both of them. Zoe Marvelous say, my top off to you, Freeze. You honestly helped me with a lot in life. I appreciate that, man. That's good looking, man. You know, that's my whole purpose, man, as the greatest servant of the game alive, you dig? Late 90s, I was wearing that Michael Jordan, LOL. Hey, Michael Jordan, that Michael Jordan cologne, it was like something either you loved or hated. Like, I didn't like that shit. And I know a lot of people that didn't like it, and I know some people that did like it. But, yeah, it was popular with some people, though. That reminded me of that old school, I think that was Michael Jordan cologne commercial with George Mirasan. Where George Mirasan goofy ass was like, you want to smell like me? Who remember that commercial? Who remember that old George Mirasan Michael Jordan cologne commercial? That shit was funny as hell. D. Healy says, I got a bag of this game and want to buy a house, but gambling problems with mortgage lenders. What do you recommend? I think you meant to say having problems, but I don't know. Like I know it's more than meets the eye. I mean, I'm sure it's probably some details about the situation that I don't know, so I can't really give you a solution on that. But because, like I said, I don't know all the details of the situation. So. Yeah, that Tommy Hilfiger was cool too. That old school Tommy Hilfiger cologne. Stagmo said, Free, stop playing. You know you rock your Pop's Old Spice. I don't know. I think Pops probably did have an Old Spice back in the day. Calvin Klein, yeah, Calvin Klein was good too. That old school Calvin Klein cologne. Yep. Fahrenheit was a popular one back in the day too. Ty Love says, if you're having problems getting a loan, it isn't the right time for you to buy. Not necessarily, because a lot of people have power that they're not aware of. So it could be some sort of finite detail that a person may not be aware of that can make a world of difference when it comes to getting a loan. So you never know. Everybody saying juke, juke. The Bell 5,000. What's up, the Bell? The Bell said juke too. Yeah. That good old juke. Eternity was a good one too. Cool Water is a classic. Polo Sport is a classic. Those ones you can't go wrong. Yeah, that YSL is good too. D. Healy, you say proof of income is your problem. See, a lot of times proof of income is a problem when your credit history is fairly new. See, that's what I'm saying. It's shit that a motherfucker might not know that's holding them back from getting a loan. But if you have one little piece of information, it might change everything, right? The proof of income is more than likely an issue of your credit history being fairly new, right? So how you get over that hurdle is getting a trade line that's fairly old, right? Let's say hypothetically speaking, you get a trade line that's like 15 years old. I don't know how old you are, but you know, you don't want to get one like if you 25, you don't want to get no 30-year-old trade line, but let's say you 30 years old, right, and you get a 10-year-old trade line, right? That's going to solve the issue of your credit history being too new, right? So that's what I recommend to you is to get a trade line that has a fairly aged credit history, and that should solve your problem right there, hopefully. Great credit, hella trade lines, revolving and installments. I'm 34. I don't know. The Bell says pay your bills off and get a rapid rescore. Calvinist says that's the problem with that street money. Slim, I feel you. See, usually though, when you have good credit in the trade lines and everything, I would think you shouldn't have a problem. But are you a first-time buyer too? I'm guessing you're probably a first-time buyer. Where can I find Freeze music at? On every streaming platform. The Vitamin P Project is my 7-track project, and it's out on every platform, every streaming platform. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, any of those streaming platforms, you can find the Vitamin P Project. Like I said, it's 7 tracks, and all you gotta do is type in "Freeze is it" the same way it's spelled on this channel. Freeze is it, whatever streaming platform you got, and you're gonna find me on there like that. And then also, if you go on SoundCloud and you type in "Freeze is it," I got music on there as well. I got like 9 tracks on SoundCloud. I think it's 9. Yeah, I got like 9 tracks on SoundCloud. Schoolyard Knockout say "Fly With Me," yeah, that's one of the songs, "Fly With Me," and it's on YouTube as well. So, and then if you go to my playlist on my YouTube channel, I have a playlist on there. This "Freeze is it" music, and I got songs on there, and then I got like freestyle videos on there. I got all that type of shit on that playlist, so you can find shit on that playlist too. Yeah. Red Carpet say too much game for them, Freeze. See, this is the thing with me too, man. Like, I don't mind giving up game because I'm one of them people that really want to see my community be better, right? And a lot of people withhold game and information from people because they don't want to see them advance in life. And I'm the opposite way, you know. The pimping, I want to see the pimping advance. And just black people, period. I definitely want to see black people advance. You know, so I don't have all the game in the world, but any type of game that I do have that can help my people get forward, I'm gonna impart it, you dig? Freeze, can you play Fly with me? I don't have my my whatchamacallit, my speaker here with me right now. I can play it on the phone. Let me pull it up on the phone one time. You dig? It ain't gonna really bump like that on the phone, but now, which one do y'all like better? Cause you remember the original version of the Fly With Me, I was rapping it in the car over the Mozzie Sleepwalking beat, right? So I got that, and then I got the studio version. For those of y'all who know that song, which one do you like better? Because different people say different things. The Bells say, when I bought my house, I was debt free for 4 years, fresh out the pen, no job, just game, credit score 740. Yeah, see, D. Hilly says the bill 5,507, credit score 730. Yeah, see, the bill that you already know the bill. That's a decent amount of time to be debt free. Like your credit history was cool for 4 years, so you know the lenders is gonna be, they gonna see you as trustworthy because of that. But D. Hilly, I'm guessing that your credit history is fairly new, so that's probably one of the main reasons why they ain't fucking with you. That's all I can think of. Like I said, I don't know all the details, but just based on the information given, that's the only thing I can think of right now. Okay, Red Carpet says studio version. For in technical solutions say, that's what I respect about you, you woke. Yeah, man, you know, I just, like I said, I like to see my people win, man, and ultimately, man, I'm about leverage. And you know, us as black people, man, we ain't got, as a collective, we ain't got no leverage. I'm talking about none. So any little bit that I can give that can even like open up a possibility for us to get that much closer to having leverage, I'm all the way with that, man. That's why I look at people crazy for talking crazy to Cube, talking crazy about Cube, for him, trying to make something happen with the Trump administration, man. That's the powers that be. And you got to deal with the powers that be if you want to make some real shit happen. And that's what Cube is all about. Cube is just all about creating leverage for us as black people as a whole. And as he likes to say, closing the wealth gap. Shit, it ain't even, the gap is like the Grand Canyon as far as the wealth gap between black and white. Shit, that motherfucker's like the Grand Canyon. All right, at the request of Red Carpet, I think that was Red Carpet who requested it, but here goes Fly With Me.
Strap your stilettos up and slide with me. Come on, unlock your mind, take this ride with me. I know you so guarded, cause this game is cold-hearted. No one give a fuck about how the struggle of a hoe started. You's a renegade with this pain you can't eliminate. Been afraid, but you like what pimpin' demonstrate. Shit, he got 4 bitches, him and his hoes winning. Unlike the mothers, no sucker shit been exposed in them. He's so different, no sipping, no popping, no snorting. Whenever you want it, it's something to stop you from going. Your HPs that you be trapping with, they hate the pimpin', but y'all got each other's back and shit. And they like,
girl, these niggas is lame. All these niggas the same. Loser niggas using bitches, that shit is a shame. But fuck them, girl, just grind with me. Let's turn it up. I know you gon' do this line with me. And yeah, get high with me, yeah, fly with me. On this magic carpet ride, forget about life with me. Get lost in this misery together, be blind with me. It's lonely, I need you in this struggle and strive with me. Yeah, get high with me, yeah, fly with me. On this magic carpet ride, forget about life with me. Get lost in this misery together, be blind with me. It's lonely, I need you in this struggle and strive with me.
come on, your highs coming down, it's back to the truth. Your HPs is washed up, trying to recapture their youth. But you young and vibrant, you really what the tricks want. Yeah. That's really the reason they keep you in the mix, yeah. Beneath the surface, you keeping they misery company, that's your purpose. And they just slippery surface who don't wanna see you grow, don't wanna see you shine. Don't wanna see you hoe or even use your mind. Cause then you might go do something crazy like choosing him. And you'll no longer be available to lose with them. Now you learn the etiquette, getting sent to Connecticut. Coming back with a trap as fat as 2 elephants. No more ambition killer, now your ambitious gorilla. You're sharing the vision with pimpin', that shit is a thriller. Winning in luxury living, it can get no iller. Cause you chose authentic game, it can get no realer. Now ride with me, yeah, fly with me. On this magic carpet ride and elevate live with me. Get intoxicated by this greatness, get high with me. Just follow my lead and you'll be touching the sky with me. Yeah, ride with me, yeah, fly with me. On this magic carpet ride and elevate live with me. Get intoxicated by this greatness, get high with me. Just follow my lead and you'll be touching the sky with me. You jumped in perfectly, your rawness was flawless. Yes. But because you had no clue about what you got involved with, you lost it. And you were viciously deceived, yes, by lonely bitter renegades, conditioned to believe that the trick is your best friend, and the pimpin' is less than. Meanwhile, you getting these kibbles and bits, forgetting your flesh brand, and the key ingredient you need is missing out your recipe to success for you to be at your best. It's pimpin', now ride with me, yeah, fly with me. On this magic carpet ride and elevate live with me. Get intoxicated by this greatness, get high with me. Just follow my lead, you'll be touching the sky with me. Yeah, ride with me, yeah, fly with me. On this magic carpet ride and elevate live with me. Get intoxicated by this greatness, get high with me. Just follow my lead, you'll be touching the sky with me. All you gotta do is get like U-Haul and make a move, baby. I'm talking about moving out of that devastated state of mind and moving into this elevated state of mind. Now, what's the first thing you do when you move into a new place? You got to decorate. That's where I come in. Allow me to be the interior decorator accelerated to your mind and accelerated to your grind. I'm talking about decorating the halls and the walls in your brain with this game. You dig?
There you go. That's Fly with me. Tablespoon of Game. That's a popular one too, man. I just got on there and was, talking shit, popping, pimping, man. But a lot of people like that Tablespoon of Game. That's a popular one too. But let me see. Okay, y'all, so in a minute, I'm gonna wrap this thing up in a few minutes. If you haven't wiped your feet off at the door, please do so now. What I mean by that is hit that icon on the screen and look like this. You dig? Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, we got 298 people who done wiped their feet off at the door, man. Go ahead and put that thing over that 300 before we go. Matter of fact, for the sake of the game, get the likes above 304. You did? Plus 16, man. Get it up to that 320 one time. But yeah. D. Healy says, I was told to start an LLC and buy my house through that. But is that pimping if I start a business? Hey, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's still pimping, man. Shit. You pimping the system at that point. Of course, man, like I said, shit is all about leverage, man. And you can create a business and still respect the game and still, be admirable in the game, right? And, as the pimping, that's one thing that we want to do is make investments. So, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but nah, ain't nothing wrong with starting a business, man, and shit. Fuck whoever got something derogatory to say about that. You dig? That's crazy. Especially as much weirdo shit as these niggas be doing around here to swear up and down they doing some pimping just because they might got a few dollars or something, man. It's all kind of weird shit going on, man. So don't be concerned about what the next pimp or, a hoe or whoever thinks about the moves that you making. As long as you keeping it P and you respecting the game, yeah, that's all that matter. Zoe Marvelous say auto game freeze giveaway. Y'all need to be applying that into the corporate world and this knowledge to establish lucrative business. Yeah, man, like I say, this game got universal application, so of course, it's a beautiful thing to apply this game in corporate America, for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And forget whoever got something to say about it being wrong. You did? But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up. If you have not, before we go, wipe your feet off at the door. What I mean by that is hit that button. It look like that. You dig? And y'all already know, as always, I appreciate all of your contributions as far as your subscriptions. I appreciate y'all subscribing. I appreciate you hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate all the likes. Let me see. Even the two hating ass motherfuckers that dislike this shit, that hit the thumbs down. I appreciate that shit too. It's all good. I appreciate all your comments. You know, the good game that we chop back and forth in the chat. Your questions, your feedback. I appreciate y'all keeping it respectful earlier, you know, in that little situation. I appreciate the shares. I appreciate the super chats, the cash apps. Let me see. Before we go real quick, hold on. But yeah, I appreciate y'all's support, man, in every which way that y'all come with it, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is. Before we go, last order of business. Go ahead and put some of this good old love shit in my body. Take us on out. Cheers to the game, one more again. Much love to everybody. Once again, I appreciate you all for everything. If you're out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion. S. Calhoun, once again, good looking with the $5 holler. Sometimes you put a girl on game and help her grow. Then when she grows, she act funny and switch up on the P. What's your advice on the girl? Just let her run her course, man. Let her do what she do. Most chicks I've seen, from experience and observation, most chicks who move like that, they end up falling on their face. You know, I done seen pimping build bitches' credit scores up. I done seen pimping let hoes leave with cars, houses, money in the bank, tens of thousands of dollars. Like I done seen pimps let hoes leave with all this shit, right? And I'm not even one to wish bad up on somebody like that, but in the pimping who does that, you know, I'm sure that they wish the hoe well to allow her to leave with all that shit. But 9 times out of 10, them type of bitches end up falling on their face. They fuck their credit off, they fuck the money off, they fuck the house, the car, everything that they got, they end up fucking it off, and they end up right back at square one. And a lot of times they fuck themselves off in such a way that pimping don't even want to deal with their ass no more. You know, like basically the bottom line is, you know, people that are ungrateful, when it comes to this game, they usually fall on their face. Pimping do too, you know what I mean? Pimping that don't know how to appreciate the hoes' money. I done seen motherfuckers, you know, just blow hoes' money on some of the dumbest shit. You know, and I feel some type of conviction, you dig? Like, it have been times where I thought about doing some shit, but then I just, like, look at shit from the hoes' perspective, like, man, these bitches was down with them heels on for 10 hours, 12 hours, all night, you know what I mean, dealing with tricks, dealing with all these different personalities, you know what I mean, like, motherfuckers don't actually consider what a hoe go through to get that money. And me, I appreciate that shit, and that's one thing that keeps me on track and keeps me responsible with how I handle hoe though, is thinking about what a bitch got to go through, the sacrifices that she's making on my behalf, you dig? That makes me make certain sacrifices on her behalf. So, yeah, but I say all of that to say, man, ungrateful motherfuckers in the game, they almost always fall flat on their face. Whether it's right now, tomorrow, next week, next year, they usually don't prosper. So a chick like that, who, like you said, you helped her grow, and she acting funny on you and shit like that, that's the thing. That's the whole point of this video. You know what I mean? Like, bitches that act funny, they don't really get far in life. Just think about the most successful people that you know in life. They usually not know, like, arrogant, you know what I mean, funny acting people. You know, people who get successful and stay successful for a long time. You know, that those are the type of people that usually are good at dealing with people, good at handling people, good at, you know, maintaining good relationships with people. You know, like, a bitch with a fucked up attitude, she gonna end up falling on her face, man. I wouldn't even worry about that, man. Like on Get Smart, man. This message was self-destruct. This hoe was self-destruct. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all don't remember Get Smart, but on Get Smart, you know what I mean, he'll get a message for a mission, and then, you know, the message was self-destruct. The hoe gonna self-destruct, man. If she ain't respecting this game and respecting the pimping, she gonna end up, you know, self-destructing. So if she sets herself up to self-destruct, let herself just step off, get out the way, and let her self-destruct, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Once again, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with the pimping and everything that you do.